Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Rooster Stone Show. Bazing. Yo, dude, I got Mo back on the show. It's Mo on the show again. Finally.
We're back.
My brother. Back in action and better than ever, right?
Better than ever, man.
Yeah, man. I
little
feel
hiccup a couple of weeks ago.
That's okay. Back. We're back, man. We're in it. Hey, man, we got a great show for you today. We are going to look at our top 3 Delta blues songs pre-1960. So it has to be before the year 1960.
This was fun.
Dude, this was fun. And these are some great songs. I'm super excited about the list. So let's get right at it, Kev. What do you got for number 1?
Well, my first one is just an old Chicago staple from one of the baddest blues dudes on the planet, which was Howlin' Wolf, Smokestack Lightning.
Oh, dude.
Dude, this song just comes right at you, right out of the gate, punches you right in the face, puts you on the floor, and just keeps punching you. This song is just bad. And hey, it's a very simple song. He was inspired by just sitting around watching trains go down Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually was added to the National Registry, this song, in 2009, which shows what kind of song this is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in the registry that this thing is going to be there forever. It just shows what kind of song this is, the inspiration of the song. And just Wolfie.
Dude.
That guy was just...
I had 4 Howlin'...
That guy was just bad.
I had 4 Howlin' Wolf songs on my long list. Like 4.
Yeah.
All right. This guy is such a legend. I mean, I was glad to see you picked one.
Yeah. I have to go Howlin'
If you
Wolf.
hadn't, I was going to pick one. But man, could this guy growl. Dude, this is one of the best blues songs ever.
I agree.
And you know we love that harp.
Love that harp. And
Dude.
Here's something, a little side note on this song. In 1965, the Rolling Stones were invited to play in America on a TV show called Shindig. Mm-hmm. They would not appear unless they hired Howlin' Wolf to do the same session. That means everything.
Yeah.
Dude, the Stones would not appear.
Well, and then they did their famous cover of Little Red Rooster.
Little Red Rooster.
Which is one of my favorite songs.
Yep.
I love it by him. I love it by the Stones. The Stones did a decent job with it. That slide guitar from Brian is pretty decent. But, dude, they were very supportive of some of these guys.
They were. And they were probably one of the only white British bands who gave credit to these guys, because Led Zeppelin didn't do that.
Right. Well, I think,
Led Zeppelin stole everything put their name on everything.
They stole a lot of stuff. And I think, in some manner, in the earlier days when the Stones were doing it too, I'm not so sure that they were the ones who were putting their name on it. The record companies knew they were making money. And I think the Stones, one of the things they were doing was trying to make up for that.
Correct.
By bringing awareness and helping these guys sell records. And they did. Let's be honest, man, they did. And even Zeppelin helped a lot of these guys get recognition and sell records. It would just,
Just the wrong way of doing it.
Yeah. Still love you, Zepp, but I agree.
A big Zeppelin fan.
I agree with you about that. So my first song is Dimples. By my absolute, positively favorite blues artist ever, John Lee Hooker.
Without question.
1956, this song comes out. I chose this tune first because John Lee Hooker was my first foray into real blues music.
Yep.
And this is the first song I can remember hearing. My friend Phil Cohen sparked my love of this man my freshman year of college, way back in 1993. Oldie.
OG.
From the first time I heard his voice, though, dude, I was hooked.
How about
and
it?
Pun intended. I had never heard anyone sound like that. And I doubt I ever will again. He sounds like an old crusty leather shoe singing through a lead pipe.
Yep.
And it's the most amazing voice. Every time, dude, every time I hear it, I get that feeling I had the first time I heard it. John Lee Hooker was one of the last of the old bluesmen. His influence on modern music is ginormous. All those British bands that ignited what modern rock music is today found their inspiration in men like Hooker, and that music lives on today.
Dude, that dude was bad. John Lee Hooker was just a bad man. Can I tell you a quick story?
Yeah, that's what this show is, baby.
So I got to meet my idol, Peter Wolf, a few months ago, and Peter had a great story because John Lee Hooker is his guy. Mm-hmm. He got to meet John Lee. So John Lee Hooker tells him, come over to the hotel room at 4 o'clock. Knock on the door. Peter Wolf's there at 3:30. 4 o'clock comes, he knocks on the door, and he hears, come in. He said he opens up the door, and there's John Lee in a dark room, laying on the bed with his sunglasses on, his do-rag, his black socks with the clips on them, laying in bed with a full ashtray of cigarettes and a bottle of gin. He tells Peter, come up next to the table, up next to the bed. So Peter pulls up a chair, and he sees he's watching TV, and Peter's looking, and he's looking at the TV, and he goes, here. He goes, I'm looking at my idol, dude. This dude does make songs about I'll stab you, I'll kill you, I'll shoot you. And I look to see what he's watching. He's watching Lassie. He goes, and he sees that I see that he's watching Lassie. And John Lee had a very bad stutter.
Yeah.
And he looked over to Peter and he goes, that mother effer Lassie's one bad dog.
Dude, I just when you think you couldn't love John Lee Hooker more,
right?
Bro, I'm never going to get that Lassie vision out of my head. I just see
him laying in his bed with them dark sunglasses, dude. That black do-rag he always wore.
Oh, my God.
Watching Lassie. Dude. Smoking cigarettes, drinking gin.
Dude,
that's a blues man.
John Lee.
That's a blues
watching
man.
Lassie. Nobody's above Lassie.
No.
Not anymore.
That's a blues man.
Dude.
All right.
That's great, dude. I love that. So, all right, what's your second song?
I had to go with my second song, T-Bone Walker, but my favorite version of this comes from the Allman Brothers Band, and that is Stormy Monday. I don't care what anyone says. I know this song is overplayed, played at every open mic. I get it. But this song just is in me. Mm-hmm. I love the lyrics of the song. I love the feeling of this song. I love playing this song. T-Bone Walker's daughter just said this is one of these classic songs that speaks to everybody. Yeah. And it does. This song speaks to everybody, rich, poor, right, left, whatever you are, this song will speak to you. As far as when you have money, you have friends, right?
Yeah.
You ain't got no money, you ain't got no friend, you know? When the eagle flies on Friday, you know, and you're broke on Sunday, you know? I know all about that.
Literally, like 90% of the people in the world can identify with that.
How about it?
You know?
And that song just hits home.
Dude.
And I love T-Bone Walker.
And it's T-Bone.
I love T-Bone, but that Allman Brothers version of it, I love. But it came from T-Bone.
Yeah.
Which is...
The first time I heard this song was the Jethro Tull version.
How about? Ooh,
which is a good one. That's from their first album. It's super good. It's super good. But, dude, this is such a great song that everybody can make this song sound good because, you know, you say, oh, everybody's done it. And, dude, everyone has. This song has been covered by so many people. Hell, I played this song, too. All right? And you can almost, like, see the cigarette smoke and smell the whiskey when you hear this one. T-Bone had the groove.
In an old Chicago bar.
You know, sometimes, Kevin, 100 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. And I think with this song, it's one of those tunes, man. It is so good. That's the reason people are still doing it.
Yes.
That's the reason.
And it still sounds fresh today. Yeah. I mean, the lyrics work today.
Dude, blues is still alive.
Yeah. Well, it's up to us to keep it alive.
Because, again, it transcends generations with the subject matter because it's so very simple and so very rooted in the human experience that, you know, I can listen to a song. Well, let me use my next song as an example.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, really.
This song was performed for the first time, allegedly, in 1910. Right? So this song is called Mississippi Boll Weevil Blues by Charlie Patton. He recorded this in 1929. Charlie Patton is widely considered to be the godfather of Mississippi Delta blues. He was performing this song, like I said, as early as 1910.
Wow.
His life and origins are shrouded in mystery, which makes this such a cool sort of like, I mean, you don't want to say beginning because, you know, there were a million people that had to get him to where he was too. And, you know, that's why I hate when people do that. They point to something and say, he was the start. No, dude. This got started a long time ago. All right. But, you know, no one's even sure, like, what race this guy was. Because when you see pictures of him, I mean, you're not sure. But most believe he comes from a mixed race heritage, black, white, and Native American. In fact, a lot of the old blues guys, that's what they say. So when I listen to Charlie play and sing, it gives me the shivers. His voice is so unique, and you can tell that he influenced a great many of the pioneers of the early blues movement. I love his whole catalog, and if you can get over sort of the scratchiness of the old wax
that gives
recording,
it that,
it gives it the
feel.
texture. But, you know, it feels like this is an intersection between the old America and the America to be. And it amazes me that after all this time, there are still people playing and singing this style of music all over the country every day. It's just literally what we're talking about.
Who don't know who Charlie Patton is.
It stood the test of time, dude. And there is something wholly American about this music.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I got to be honest with you. I did not know Charlie Patton did this song. So when you gave this, when the list came out that what we were going to do, I actually had to go look this up.
Yeah.
Because I do know the song, but I didn't know Charlie Patton did that song.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we don't know if he wrote it because
I don't know if
this could have been a song his granddad taught him.
Right.
You know, that kind of music wasn't put on. Recordings at this stage were very early.
Right.
I mean, they were just getting started. So we have no idea.
It was no written by or a song by.
It's not like this was on like parchment paper.
Yeah.
Like Johann Sebastian Bach.
I ran into this song years ago by the North Mississippi All-Stars. That's where I first heard the song.
Yeah.
And I loved the song. And I never put it together until this week when you gave this list out. And I'm like, there's the connection.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because the song is freaking great.
Dude, I love that song.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Well done, man.
There it is, dude.
That goes way back.
Dude.
But I love
Charlie Patton, man.
I love them old recordings still with the scratching. And the, that's what vinyl is all about,
dude.
man.
You feel it in your bones.
Yeah,
And
man.
speaking of that, dude, your last song, dude, this is such a good one.
I love the song.
Dude, this is honestly my favorite one on your list.
Is it?
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I love this song. I love the lyrics to this song. In 1957, this came out. This won a Grammy Hall of Fame award for historical significance. So it's called King Bee by Slim Harpo. This song has been recorded by many, many, many artists and inspired many artists. And believe it or not, how he wrote the song was he was just riding down the road with his daughter and he loved beehives. And he would look at all the beehives and that song in the back of a car came to him and out came King Bee, which is one of my favorite blues songs ever.
Dude.
But that's all I really got to say about it. It's just a really good song. If you don't know it, go check it out.
Dude.
And I heard so many people do this. So I heard my favorite version of the song was by, who was the guitar player for, I know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, Walter Trout.
Oh, yeah.
Walter Trout, when I first saw Walter Trout, he did this as a solo, and I was like, which brought me back to, all that. It's funny because that's how I find out about all these old blues artists, still today, because I'll listen to something and then see it was written by somebody else, and now I got to go down that rabbit hole. All right, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Which always brings you back to a blues guy. Always brings you back to a blues guy.
Dude.
But this song is dynamite. I love John Belushi doing this song?
Yeah.
When he had the two...
He had the things, yeah. Dude.
He had the antennas going two different ways.
And Belushi obviously was a big blues guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and when they did the song, I love that version, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dude, oh, man. And you know, that movie had so many great cameo appearances in it.
Still holds up.
I love it. It does.
Still holds
Dude,
up.
this song, though, that bass guitar.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that blew me away about this track, though, was, because I wasn't expecting it, was that sort of nasally voice he's using on the track. And you know it was intentional, you know, because he's talking about bees. And because I'd heard a lot of his songs before, and I never remembered him singing like that.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, does he sing like that all the time? And then I went and checked, and I'm like, no, he's doing that on purpose. Yeah. Dude, that's so great.
And all the metaphors to the whole song.
Dude,
you know,
it's classic. It's such a classic blues song.
It is a classic blues song.
That's a good one. Dude, I went out of order. I realized I went out of order, so this is just the new order. So for my last song, you know, but we were on a roll there, man.
Okay.
I had to talk about Charlie Patton.
There's no order in blues.
So for my last song, I chose, because, dude, you can't have a pre-1960s blues list and not include Robert Johnson.
Man.
Dude.
The man.
Choosing a Robert Johnson song is like choosing your favorite child. Right?
Really?
Dude, but I threw a dart at the wall and I came up with Come On In My Kitchen.
Classic song.
1937. Dude, like so many of the early blues musicians, Robert Johnson had almost no recognition outside of the small local circuit that he played music in. He died young, and if the dates are correct, because we're not really sure.
No one knows.
He was one of the earliest members of the 27 Club.
Yeah.
So little is known about his life. You know, there's so little known that legends just sprang up all around him. The most popular myth, which I'm sure a lot of you have already heard, is that he met with the devil on a crossroads and sold his soul to play the blues. Yep. Supposedly, the story goes, he wasn't very good when he first started. A mediocre talent, as the story goes. And one day, he just disappeared for a while. And when he came back, he was suddenly a blues genius. Yep. Packing the local dance halls. People said he must have sold his soul to the devil to suddenly play that well. I mean, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been practice, right? I mean, couldn't have been that, right? Either way, the little local fame he had in life multiplied many, many times after his old recordings were purchased by Columbia Records shortly after his death in 1938. And in fact, the story goes is the guy from Columbia was coming to sign him to play some gigs and found out from his brother that he was dead.
Is that
right? And so he went to the local record store and bought up all the records. Dude, can you imagine? He probably paid that guy $5 for all those great recordings.
78s.
Right? Yeah, dude. So his influence on pretty much every blues man you ever heard of is undeniable. He is a true legend, and I'm almost glad I put him at the end.
And not just a legend, but the myth. Mm-hmm. The myth. I mean, that story's bigger than him now.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Dude, and it's like, he has like 26 songs or 27 songs or something like that.
That's it.
That's it.
His whole career.
That's his whole life.
And to this day, well, that's 1937 we're talking 2025, and people are still talking about Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
How about it?
Dude, his voice.
How about it?
There's something about his voice. You know, again, it's the voice. See, I love the guitar, and we've had this discussion before. I think blues music belongs on an acoustic guitar, man. One guy, his guitar, or another guy playing harp too, or whatever. They're just chilling. They're sitting on the edge of the dock. They're sitting on their front porch. You know, whatever.
Feeling it.
But dude, Robert Johnson, it's that voice, man. I mean, he could play. Make no mistake. A lot of these guys could play. John Lee Hooker could play, right? But it's that voice, man. It's like something that's rumbling up out of the ground.
It goes in you.
It
goes in you, man.
Dude.
It goes in you.
This is a tight list.
It's a great list. All 6 of these songs were
I'm excited about posting this list. We're gonna
go listen to these songs,
dude.
Go listen to them,
and you know
keep
what?
the blues alive.
Yeah, dude, and let it take you down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Because it will. You know, and maybe not everybody will speak to you, but somebody will. And then you just go down the rabbit hole and start listening to their songs, listening to music. For me, it was John Lee Hooker. John Lee Hooker is what got me. It got my lip.
Yep.
And I got
he'll
pulled
do
in.
That. He'll do that. I mean,
and I never looked back.
And not only listen to these guys, but find out about them. I mean, they lived very interesting lives.
They did.
Man. They were poor.
Yeah.
You know,
they weren't famous.
No,
these guys were. Their names were known maybe 20 square miles from where they lived.
That's it.
That was it.
Yeah, and then they all tried to move to Chicago when the Chicago movement was happening in the 50s.
Yeah.
You know, they were all trying to get to Chicago.
And some of them were trying to,
some of them were trying to
how
get
many
to
songs were written
Mississippi.
about that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time, dude, but this thing was real. This is American music. This is our music. And it's so great that it's still alive, you know, and I guarantee to you, when you listen to some of this music, you're going to hear songs you had no idea were old blues songs, old standards.
And you're going to hear a riff and something and go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's a John Lee Hooker riff.
Dude, this was one of the hardest lists I've ever had to make.
I know, I kept changing.
Dude, and I'm like, only 3 songs, because we're probably going to do another one a year from now, and I'll have a totally different list. Dude, my long list was like 30 songs.
Yeah, I was out to about 15. I had an hour down.
Dude,
but this is a list, man.
Yeah.
This is a list.
This is a good one.
Listen to this.
This is a nice intro. Get it going.
Go
Love
listen
it.
to this.
But dude, thank you so much for being on the show, Mo. Dude,
thanks for having me,
always
man.
love having you here.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media outlets. Don't forget to share the video. And heck, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. I love you. I love everyone. We're all about
support
love,
this man.
You know, and don't forget about peace and one love. Come on over to roosterstone.com, where you can book the band for any event you can imagine. Acoustic, full band, whatever your event may require. You can also email us to take online music lessons at an affordable monthly price. Don't forget to download our original music and like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media platforms. Keep rocking out at roosterstone.com.